Meghan Markle's massive Twitter bot army has been exposed. Here, The Telegraph. Meg bot army linked to Russian conspiracy theories tweeting obsessive support for Duchess, says report. Here's another one. Meghan Markle's Twitter bot network. The whole thing is a bit insane. Let's talk about Meghan Markle's bot army. Now, to understand the story about the Meghan Markle bot army, we got to start with the Netflix docuseries. In that docuseries, they claimed that there was a massive online coordinated attack against them.
A month ago, a report by Sentinel, a company that analyzes tweets, found that a very small number of anti-Meghan and Harry accounts were responsible for a huge percentage of the hateful content about you on Twitter.
And most of the media had also covered it. Here, the cut. There's really a coordinated online attack on Meghan Markle. Here's the Washington Post. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, was target of organized hate campaign on Twitter, report says. The Huffington Post says online hate targeted Prince Harry, Meghan Markle comes from small number of users, new report says. Now, all these stories and the docuseries Harry and Meghan relied on a report created by Christopher Bouzy of Sentinel. Now, in this report, he claimed that there were 55 accounts responsible for 70% of the hateful content against Harry and Meghan. Now, this report is 100% garbage. It actually has no methodology, and it claimed that this graph, the one that you're seeing on screen, was proof of the widespread coordination. Now, you do not have to take my word for it. Twitter actually looked into it and refuted this report. Here's what they said about the report that Christopher Bouzy wrote that claimed there was evidence of widespread coordination on Twitter against Harry and Meghan. Of the 50 accounts referenced in the report, our team took action on 4 accounts. Only 4. For violations of our platform manipulation and spam policy, meaning that many of these accounts were in fact run by unique individuals. At this time, there is no evidence of widespread coordination. Again, I think that's worth reading one more time. At this time, there is no evidence of widespread coordination, the use of multiple accounts by single people, or other platform manipulation tactics. Now, Christopher Bouzy of Sentinel claims that the system can correctly classify accounts with an accuracy of 95%. Now, Twitter had refuted the report, but this site, Unhack the Vote, actually went over Bouzy's work to see if they could correctly identify bots. Remember, he has a 95% accuracy rating? Well, they tested the model bot test. And guess what? Sentinel, which is here in the middle, only found 1 out of 10. If it was 95% accurate, you're looking at least 9 out of 10, it could only find 1. Here is when they looked at Russian bots. Bouzy didn't find 1. Look at it. Sentinel found absolutely none of them. Insane. What about lottery bots? Well, Bouzy did better. They found 2 of the 10. So Forbes, Vanity Fair, LA Times, Wired, NBC, they're quoting this guy as some type of expert who's accurate in what he's saying. But as you can see, every time the system has been checked, it has failed miserably. So we started investigating and we found massive bot armies associated with Christopher Bouzy promoting his various products for over a decade on Twitter. First, here's Mr. Bouzy's company, Agiska Corp. They had a dating website known as If Solo. Now, If Solo popped up on a couple of scam websites telling people to be careful about using the site. And also, it was theorized to be an escort service. And here's Mr. Bouzy proudly claiming that yes, If Solo, the escort service, was his site. So when we looked back and looked, we found evidence of platform manipulation. Here are people tweeting the same tweet, the same day, at the exact same time. See, If Solo, Bouzy's company, and all of these accounts are tweeting it at the exact same time, 5:31 p.m. on November 22nd, 2011. So we kept looking. We found that Agiska Corp had some issues. We found bots promoting its products. So next we looked at the Comcor Corporation. Mr. Bouzy was running that corporation from 2013 to 2018 as president and CEO. And Comcor launched its new product called ByteSend. Well, surprisingly, we found hundreds of bots promoting this product. Here it is. Less than a week after being listed on Bittrex, ByteSend is in the news. And again, as you can see, all of these bots are tweeting it at 11:30 a.m. December 7th, 2014, all at the same time. And if that wasn't enough, we found that they're all following Christopher Bouzy. Coincidence. So then we kept looking into ComCore and we found Iconic Expert. Now, Iconic Expert is the name Christopher Bouzy was going by before he turned into Christopher Bouzy. Here's a tweet, Iconic Expert. Here's my new Twitter handle, cbouzy. Retweet, byte sent. So then we started finding hundreds of these tweets. The long-awaited product by Iconic Expert, 7:38 p.m. on November 3rd, 2014. Again, same tweet, 7:38 p.m., November 3rd, 2014. Again, 7:38, November 3rd, 2014. Again, 7:38 p.m., November 3rd, 2014. And again, and again, and again. We have more bots. So Christopher Bouzy, who is supposed to be the expert in finding bots, seems to have been employing bots to promote his products. Let's recap. Here's a Giska Corp. His escort service, If Solo. It seems like somebody employed bots to tweet the same tweet, same day at same time, promoting If Solo. Then we got ComCore, where it seems like Mr. Bouzy was promoting his products from ComCore through bots. Again, same tweet, same day, same time, hundreds of accounts. And his report claiming that Harry and Meghan were being trolled was essentially nonsense. Remember? Twitter said it was nonsense. And his 95% accuracy rating, we found to be something like 1 or 2%. So this bot expert has a long history in where bots have been promoting his products through platform manipulation tactics on Twitter. Now this brings us to Meghan Markle's bot army. As the Telegraph reports, Meg bot army linked to Russian conspiracy theories tweeting obsessive support for Duchess. Report says, 89up, which has previously worked for the pro-Remain Best for Britain group, found a network of 1,103 highly connected Twitter accounts had tweeted 2,555,000 times in the past 6 months, with a potential reach of 1 billion Twitter impressions. This is an unusually high reach for a narrow interconnected group, said the report by 89up, which used the search terms like Duchess of Sussex and hashtag Meghan Markle to locate tweets. Now, in contrast, Bot Sentinel's report only located 55 accounts and said that the reach was about 17 million users. So let's put this in perspective. 89up found that pro-Meghan tweets had a reach of over 1 billion Twitter users, while Bot Sentinel's fake report that was refuted by Twitter said that the anti-Meghan accounts had only a reach of 17 million users. That's about 1.7% of the pro-Meghan tweets. So think about it this way. If you're on Twitter, you are 58 times more likely to see pro-Meghan tweets from that bot network than you are to see anti-Meghan tweets. So the interesting part here is that Christopher Bouzy and Harry and Meghan have pretended that there was this massive anti-Meghan hate campaign going on when it was actually the reverse. There was a massive pro-Meghan bot campaign going on to benefit both Harry and Meghan. And the anti-Meghan campaign was refuted by Twitter, and here is the proof of the anti-Meghan campaign. This nonsense graph that tells you nothing. And another thing that's going to make you scratch your head is that Christopher Bouzy at one point admitted to being paid by Meghan Markle. Christopher Bouzy put this tweet out, which said, quote, this is what he tweeted out. Bot Sentinel also works behind the scenes with prominent figures to help identify organized hate campaigns against them. Bouzy has conducted paid for private research for former presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg, former FBI lawyer Lisa Page, former actress Markle, and the legal team of Heard. That's what he put out. But then when caught, Bouzy freaked out. And now Bouzy said that he wasn't getting paid and what he tweeted out before was all a lie. So here's the bottom line. The vast majority of platform manipulation and bots were acting in favor of Harry and Meghan. These bots were promoting Harry and Meghan in a positive light and attacking any negative coverage. As a fact, you were 58 times more likely to see positive tweets about Harry and Meghan than negative ones. And their expert on bots was not an expert in detecting bots, as we saw, but was an expert in employing them, right, to promote his various products and companies over the past decade. Now, question for you. Do you think Harry and Meghan bots are a part of a sinister plan to manipulate public opinion by the couple, or do you think this is all just a unpleasant coincidence? The comment section is where you're going to let me know. Am I a conspiracy theorist, or do we have reasonable evidence to suspect this is true? My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'll see you next time.